I posted a bit that said free Palestine. That was the punchline of the joke. Free Palestine. Like, not like selling it for free, but like free it. Made that very clear in the bit. And this guy DMs me, and he's like, wow, you stand for the genocide of Israel, you hate all Jews, da-da-da. I'm like, dude, well, how did you get all that from Free Palestine? He's like, I followed you because of your math stuff. I'm like, what? I'm like, for real? I'm like, where's the logical reasoning then? He's like, I follow you because you like statistics and I like statistics. I'm like, then stop extrapolating. Thank you. That joke follows a normal distribution of with a very high confidence interval. I got trolled on by this account whose profile picture was a Pokemon. So you know he's legit. And Pikachu said, Sammy, how come you so freely make jokes about Israel, but you don't have the balls to make a joke about Gaza? I was like, what the f***? It's ignorant and tasteless as a comment that was. It got to me because it made me realize, like, my whole life I've prided myself in being a comedian who can joke about literally anything, but I do have a line. Like, I thought I was a clown, but turns out I'm a human. And yeah, really sucks. I don't know how you guys do it. Having feelings and getting offended at stuff. I hate it. I had to sit down and do deep breathing when that got commented. I was like, oh. I'm very sensitive to the issue of Gaza. And even before, like, what's been happening in the last 7 months, I've been very sensitive to it my whole life. I needed to ask myself why. I wanted to know, why am I so sensitive to the issue of Gaza? So I went inward. I dug deep. I dug a tunnel. No, I asked myself, why am I so sensitive to the issue of Gaza? And I realized it's because my grandma, my teta, she left Palestine in 1948. She lived through the Nakba. If you're not familiar, the Nakba is when nearly 1 million Palestinians had to leave their homes in a matter of a few days. A lot of them had to leave, taking whatever they could on their backs, and they had to decide where they were going to go, potentially for the rest of their lives. The way my teta tells the story, she said they were eating breakfast, and someone knocked on the door and told them they had to leave or they were going to be killed. And they just left breakfast there on the table. And so I asked, what were you guys eating? And she was like, that's not the point of the story. That's what you took away from it? I was like, no, I just was curious. But we'll never know. We'll never know. My teta and her family, they came from a region called Jaffa. And coming from Jaffa, you had two logical options. When you were fleeing, you could either go south to Gaza or you could go north to Lebanon. And in a moment of panic, fear, and stress, my teta and her family, they chose north to Lebanon. Because I guess they wanted to party. They got the best DJs there, but I don't know if that was a factor back in 48. I don't know who was spinning back then, but they chose Lebanon when they could have gone south to Gaza. So I've always seen it like in an alternate reality that my family's in Gaza. So I've always felt a very close connection with the culture and the history. I think people just don't know the historical significance of Gaza. Like, do you know that Gaza's in the Bible? Yeah, I'm not even religious. I read that on Wikipedia. Yeah, the good book. Wikipedia 316. Please donate money now. Gaza's in the Bible multiple times. Have you heard of the 3 wise men? The wise guys? Or if they were Gen Z, they'd be called the wise boys. Yo, we're the wise boys, no cap. Straight busting all the way to Baby J. Say less, King. When Jesus was born, the wise men decided they were going to come and bless baby Jesus with gifts. What were those gifts that they brought? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I gave a little Cardi B, a little frankincense and myrrh, right? The gold was just kind of like a flex, you know what I mean? It's like, we got wealth, you know. And then the frankincense and myrrh, those are the kickers. Those are the ones we all remember. Frankincense and myrrh is basically incense. They chose to give a baby incense. They gave baby Jesus incense, which explains why he grew up to be such a hippie. That's probably, that's, what'd you think was gonna happen? Okay, you give a baby patchouli oil, the beard is gonna grow, okay? Jesus, peace be upon him, he was quite a hippie. I mean, let's face it. Because they gave him incense, and not just any incense. I mean, frankincense and myrrh, that's like Pilates studio level incense. That's what put Jesus on that vibe, you know what I mean? Jesus got one whiff of the frankincense and myrrh. He's like, I'm gonna go into carpentry and do miracles on the side. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I got my mind made up. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll live with my mom, but I'll be an influencer. I'll have 12 followers, you know? The Father, the Son, and the Riz. It was all because of frankincense and myrrh. That was the intention. The wise men knew that that's what was going to happen, and they knew that because they were wise, man. Okay? They even had a conversation beforehand. They're like, what are we going to get this baby? We got to get this baby something to bless. I'm like, bro, frankincense and myrrh, dude. That's what you get a baby when you want to bless, bro. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Let's get this incense. It'll be lit, you know? He's like, where are we going to get it? Bro, I know a guy. He's like, where's your guy? He's in Gaza, bro. Yeah. Because back in the day, Gaza is where you would get incense. Gaza was the end of the incense trade route. Specifically, incense would flow up from Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, and it would end in Gaza. So back in the day, if you were in the Levant and you want to get the best incense, you'd have to go down to the Gaza markets, be ready to bargain a little bit, okay? But you'd be ready for yoga class in no time. And that's what they did. They went and they copped the incense, brought the baby J, put him on it, and the rest is history, you know? Because I heard that Jesus went on to do some things. You know? Okay, now obviously if you're religious, this story is huge, man. But even if you're not religious, you've heard the story of frankincense and myrrh, right? It's made it into your psyche. So that's how impactful that moment was in all of our history. It shaped humanity to the end of time. Again, even if you're not religious, you know who Jesus was, right? Probably, right? You use the calendar, right? Do you use the calendar? Okay, see, there you go, right? If you use Google Calendar, the story's about you. Jesus became exactly who he was because of that blessing. That was the point of that blessing. And that blessing was frankincense and myrrh that came from Gaza, okay? Because Gaza was the capital of incense. And that's why I don't make jokes about Gaza. Because it's insensitive. No refunds. No refunds. Full disclaimer, that story may or may not have been true. But listen, it doesn't matter. But they had great incense in Gaza. Is there anything that I didn't talk about tonight that you guys would like for me to talk about? Anything you want? Rafa, and yes? Ma'lube. Yeah.
The big case.
The pink case? The big case?
Yeah, the big case.
I mean, that's a very ambiguous, like, the big case. Like, my suitcase is very big. I don't know, like, you talking about the Trump trial? P. Diddy? Let's lighten it up for a moment before we go on anything. Let's talk about P. Diddy, okay? P. Diddy, okay. I mean, I've been trying to find the right joke about Diddy, but it's hard because it just keeps getting worse and worse, you know? Turns out his record label, Bad Boy, not an ironic name, all right? He's a very bad boy. Turns out people are who they tell you they are. It's crazy to me because growing up, you know, he seemed so sweet and innocent back when he was Puff Daddy. Because it was like, I'm puffy, like a marshmallow. Aw, you know? But then when he changed his name to Diddy, everybody's like, what happened? Like, why did he do that? Everybody collectively, when he changed his name to P. Diddy, we're like, what does that mean? Why did he do it? Why did he, right? I finally realized why he chose Diddy. He wanted to top everyone else in doing the worst things, right? Because I know artists who've been canceled for all sorts of reasons, and he's like, I'm gonna do all of them, right? Right? Like he R. Kelly'd, he Epstein'd, and he Cosby'd. You know what I mean? Like that is a rare combination. Because he's like, I'm so rich and powerful, I can do whatever I want. Should I, A, get involved in the drug trade? B, start slipping things into people's drinks for no reason? C, have minors around just for extra controversy? D, videotape it all? Or E, all of the above? And he did E. Thank you. If you don't like that joke, I'm a bad boy, okay? Let's talk about Rafa for a minute. So, it's very sad. Nobody has good images in their head. People have been sharing the AI All Eyes on Rafa, which is good cause, good movement. Although I don't know why that image specifically. You can't really tell what's going on. So I see all these celebrities. I'm like, they have no fucking idea what they're sharing, and they're sharing it. Rafah is the southern district of Gaza. It was originally designated as a safe zone many times. They kept pushing Palestinians further south until the place, Rafah, was the one place where they're like, all right, that's the safe place for Palestinians. And then there was this imminent invasion. I'm talking about it as if you guys have no fucking idea, just so you know. Just for context, for like the one person in the room who's been sleeping. Somebody asked interview with Biden. He said, would it be crossing a red line if Netanyahu invaded Rafah? And he said, yes, it would. And then Netanyahu invaded Rafah, and Biden's just still eating ice cream. And it's been horrible. There's a lot of really bad scenes out there, and people are even like relocating. Like my family now has shifted to Khan Yunis, and it's so tragic because if you saw old photos of Gaza, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. The beaches are beautiful. Like there's always been this stigma, like, oh, they live with Hamas and there's no rights and they live in a shithole. And like, dude, Gaza was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. And the thing is that for years, Palestinians, we talk about the situation. We want an end to the occupation, and then people always try to be very specific. They're like, well, technically Gaza's not occupied. You're like, what is it? Well, it's technically under a blockade and a siege. Like that sounds much worse. I don't know why. I think you should just stick with occupation. That's like me saying, oh, me and my girlfriend, we're not broken up. She's just seeing as many guys as she wants, while I live with my mom and nobody can enter my house unless they're related to me. So I'm not single. I'm just alone with my mom all the time. And if you look at old photos of Gaza, they're beautiful. The beaches are beautiful, and Rafah especially. If you look at southern Gaza, there's such beautiful images. If you look at the old, and now everything's. It's just so sad how we've got here. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's literally like the whole world is turned upside down. And there's a saying for that in Arabic. When we say something turned upside, we say makluba. So we say makluba. Yeah. Here's the thing, okay? You flip the makluba over, right? But then there's a whole paradigm shift, right? Because when you flip the makluba, it's a vicious flip that a lot of people have f***ed up, right? But once you do it, and then you reveal, and then you show the true colors, and then the aromas fill the air, everything changes, okay? So we're in that scary phase of the flip, okay? And soon we're going to have the reveal, and we're going to have a free Palestine under that beautiful
Are you a teacher?
My teacher? Well, have you not been listening to my set? I'm pretty sure I've been up here spitting facts like fire.
Not all teachers spit facts.
True, good, real. That's a fact. That's facts right there. I was a teacher for 6 years, and I was a teacher for 6 years. That was my job before this. I left that to do this, which shows you how little that pays. Okay, and that was my second job. My job before that, I was a pot dealer, so I've evolved. I went from drug dealer to teacher. I was reverse Breaking Bad. Are you a teacher? Fuck yeah. One teacher teaching all of Florida. That's amazing. We got a room of 250 people, and there's one teacher in Orlando. Oh, you have a teacher? We got a teacher? What do you teach?
High school special ed.
High school special ed. Awesome. Come in. You're also very lucky. You get the nice kids. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, no, they paid me minimum wage to be a teaching assistant for English.
So you got the out? They paid you minimum wage to be a teaching assistant?
Yeah, so I didn't go into teaching.
Is that how you become a teacher nowadays? You work as a teaching assistant, and you're like, oh, that's what they do. And then you eventually like, one day I'm going to take over this class. What?
Yes, residency for them.
That's for residency. Yeah. That's your. You're wearing scrubs. Any other teachers in here? Oh, so there's a few. Retired teacher. What did you teach?
Algebra 2 and pre-calculus.
Algebra 2 and pre-calculus. Beautiful. Look at you, my number one fan. Was that tester? Yeah, tester out. 2x plus y equals 75. Yeah. Algebra. I mean, you're Arab, right? You're Arab. Are you Arab?
Palestinian.
Palestinian from Bethlehem. Bethlehem. And again, for the 5 people in this room who don't know, Bethlehem, the birthplace of this country's savior. Okay, Bethlehem Okay, Beit Laham means Beit is house of Laham. Laham is meat. House of meat. Bethlehem is a house of meats. So Jesus was not a vegan.
They got the meats.
They got the meats. That was that's the saying about Bethlehem. That's awesome. And you taught algebra. Algebra has Middle Eastern roots because al-Jabr. Al-Jabr, yes.
Also Arabic numerals.
Arabic numerals, yes. You know what's crazy is there was a survey like 6 years ago in this country where 75% of Americans voted that we need to ban Arabic numerals. Because they're dangerous, apparently. Yeah, some of you are laughing because you understand why that's hilarious. Some of you are like, that sounds about right, Sammy. We should ban these Arabic numerals. Why we trade numerals with the Arabs in the first place? Some of you are like, I have no idea what's going on. If you weren't entirely sure, Arabic numerals are the numbers that we use on a daily basis. If you can count 1, 2, 3, congrats, you speak Arabic. If you can say 1, 2, 3, yalla, you speak Arabic very well. People think they're only Arabic when they're being counted down. Like 3, 2, 1, like no. They're Arabic forward as well. That's why people hate Arabs so much, because of math, dude. I am going in October, actually. So, yeah. But I'm going to go to Beirut. Are you from Lebanon?
Yes, I'm half Palestinian, half Lebanese.
I mean, a great mix. You ever get this when I tell people like I'm Lebanese Palestinian? They're like, how are you Lebanese and Palestinian? I'm like, how do you not know a map?
How are you Puerto Rican and Dominican?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a great question, right? It's like, how are you Cuban but from Florida? You know what I mean? It's like, you dumb. It's all in the neighborhood. Yasser Arafat. I don't know. Hey, whoa. Ooh, 2 controversial figures in one? That's tough, because I always try to find connections when people give me 2 things, but I'm like, Yasser Arafat, Amy Schumer. It's like, I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
Just hide her?
You can hide Amy. You don't have to talk about her.
I can hide her? Oh, like this is like social media where I click like don't show. I can just do that to crowd members. I'm like, mute. No, I would never do. If I attempted to make an Amy Schumer and a Yasser Arafat joke, that would be a complete train wreck. That was an Amy Schumer movie. Only 5 people are gonna get it. No. People asked me if I wanted to go see Trainwreck, and I, like Yasser Arafat, I declined. Red cows?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a little more what?
Like the red.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little behind on the prophecies. So yeah, the biblical history.
Then the Israelis were trying to gather red cows to bring them to the temple.
Yeah.
That they were.
Like for real?
Yeah. They bred them in Texas.
Okay, so they ride them in Texas.
They bred them in Texas. Brought them to Israel.
Oh, okay. Could we back this up one? Is there like a biblical verse that says red cows?
They're dismantling the Muslim.
The rodeo? They're dismantling the rodeo.
They just make away.
Right, they're trying to.
Yes, it's biblical.
Right.
It's all biblical.
It's all biblical. Right. That's the evangelical shit.
Yes.
You watched the last episode? Oh, the most recent episode of Zeteo. He breaks it. Mehdi's my boy. That's my boy. I thought you were saying we're currently in the last episode of humanity. I was like, that is. Well, that's what. Yeah, that's the evangelicals. That's that's why they're like Israel, because they're like end times. Even though it's like if you read what happens at the end times, it's not good. I don't know why anybody wants that. So they're rounding up cows from Texas, and these cows are actually red cows. Are they kind of like brown with like a red tint? Are they like? Are cows actually red? Does that exist?
They can't touch a certain person.
I can't imagine. There's no cow that's actually red. It's like red, like a redhead. It's like a ginger cow. They're like Irish cows, basically. It's just like oh moo, Mr. O'Cattle. So people are shaking their head like, what the f*** am I supposed to do with what they're giving me? Can you think of better humor on the spot? So they're rounding up these Irish cows in Texas, and they're actually shipping them to.
They're there.
They're already there, and they have them there to try to speed up the prophecy.
The whole thing is that the Muslim temple in actual falls.
Alexa, yeah.
So they can sacrifice the cows to bring on.
Oh, so if they
demons.
sacrifice the cows, they think it'll be the fall of
The,
Alexa. That's what
the
they
apocalypse or whatever they
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
The
The biggest joke is on the cows who are just like, they're like, what do these idiots think they're doing?
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the cows got a free birthright trip. Yeah, that's a good one. Bro, even the cows are joining IDF now. They're like, bro, IDF is like full on recruiting. They're like, dude. Ron DeSantis? Listen, guys, I want to be invited back here, so I don't want to ruffle any feathers. Okay, what's the latest thing that Ron DeSantis did? He banned lab meat? I'll with that. What does it come from red cows? What's like another recent thing he did?
Deport us to Gaza.
He wants to deport Palestinians? Oh, protesters back to Gaza. Yeah. Here's the thing. To be honest, like there needs to be more humanitarian workers in Gaza right now. And say what you will about DeSantis, but he's been known for providing free rides to people. So if he pays for the plane ride, I say, bro, we're all going. Bro, if you like, cause you got to have at least like I don't know what 100,000 people here at least to support Gaza, like in this state of Florida, at least 100,000, right? So if he pays for the flight for all y'all to go to Gaza, bro, the war is gonna be over tomorrow, dude. As we've seen, DeSantis is willing to pay for shit that he believes in. So if he wants to fly you out there like he did the migrants, let him do it, dude.
You can't get a public project if you don't sign a pledge not to boycott Israel.
Oh yeah, there's anti-BDS laws here.
That's Ron DeSantis.
That's Ron DeSantis. What a fake ass American that guy is, dude. I don't give a how much you say, oh, America first. As soon as you put in anti-BDS law, you're a fake ass American, dude. This country was founded on boycotting, dude. You're who's bought off. And I'm not gonna name who you're bought off by, but it's just not just one person. It's, let's say they come in APAC. Thank you. Thank you so much, Orlando. I love you guys. Thank you. What else?
Inauguration.
The inauguration. Yeah, I watched it. I watched the highlights. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't study Melania's hat for 5 hours. What is it doing? I mean, obviously, the Nazi salute took everybody's attention away from everything else that happened at the inauguration. It's kind of hard not to focus on that. But I think, honestly, the most interesting event of the inauguration was Mark Zuckerberg looking at Lauren Sanchez's chest. Like, that picture is never going away. Do you understand? I don't know if you saw. So Trump has 4 of the 5 richest people on stage with him at the inauguration. He's got Elon Musk, he's got Mark Zuckerberg, he's got Jeff Bezos, and the Google guy. I don't know his name. It's kind of up that I don't know his name, but I know the other guys. But do you know his name? Shut the up. So he has them on stage, and then for some reason Bezos gets to bring his +1, I guess because he has the same day shipping. And so Bezos had his side. Are they married? No. They're fiancés, so his side piece. And well, anyways, they're in the process of getting married, obviously, and he has her on stage. But I don't think Zuckerberg brought his wife. I don't think Elon knows who he's with right now. And then Trump had Melania hiding under a cylindrical shadow. So she was, she was there, right? And she was wearing a low-cut blouse, which is a choice. And Mark Zuckerberg was standing right over. And I don't know, bless the photographer who nailed that shot. Because you think Zuckerberg is a billionaire. He has to be like, okay, when I go in public, people are going to be watching me, But for some reason, his metaverse glitched. And he, in a moment, he was looking at her low-cut blouse, and the photographer got it, perfect frame rate, nailed it. And that picture is not, sure, it's simple, it's just, boys will be boys, whatever. That's the baseline, Zuckerberg's got it in him, whatever. Or, like toxic masculinity or however you want to see it. But that picture is more meaningful than that. That picture is the beginning of a divorce. Okay, that picture.
He's like, honey, let's go to the metaverse and sort this out.
Doesn't matter how rich you are. Like that's. Anyways. He what? Oh, he liked their pictures on Instagram too? Did you check that? Did you that's the first thing everybody did. They went on Instagram, looked at Lauren Sanchez's profile. They're like, has Zuckerberg liked her photos? He's liked previous photos of hers, or we're so creepy right now. We're just like, dude. We're like, oh my god, Zuckerberg has a thing for Lauren Sanchez. That's her name, right? Lauren Sanchez? I don't want to be. It is? Right, you guys don't. So, yeah, I thought that was the most, interesting moment. But obviously, Elon's got to come out and do a Nazi salute, whatever. But now, okay, listen, I don't actually think that Elon is a Nazi, okay? But everybody's just saying like, oh, he's on the spectrum or whatever. But yeah, he's also on the Nazi spectrum. You know what I mean? Like, there is such thing as a Nazi spectrum. You know, you start at 0 and then you're just full Hitler, and he's somewhere in between. We don't know. You cannot mathematically argue that he's not somewhere. We know he's not 0. If he was 0, he would have not made that motion. Okay? I don't think he's Hitler. I don't think he's actually a Nazi. But like, I think there's a couple of things. He could be so clueless that he just made that. But there was definitely the intention of the Roman salute. There was that kind of energy, like I'm going to do a Roman salute. But the Roman salute is the Nazi salute. The Roman salute became popularized as the Nazi salute. Like, that's what we know it for. So, like, at some point, you got to make a choice. Be like, am I going to do the thing that's known for this thing? You know what I mean? Like, I used to love using Johnson & Johnson's baby oil. But did he change that? He used to just make my skin silky smooth, but now it's like, oh, you go to freak offs. Like, no, I'm not that guy. So he did that. Also, I mean, it's like so what? He makes an accidental gesture, but like, then how do you talk about it later on Twitter? And he basically said, go yourself in the face, and essentially what he did metaphorically. And it was surprisingly how many people were defending him. Like the ADL. I don't know if you know Anti-Defamation League. They should just change their name to Defamation League, because that's basically all they do. They should call themselves the DL. But the ADL totally. They usually go after anti-Semitism all the time, but they're like, don't get out of hand here. He was just excited, like they totally gave him the pass because he's not a peaceful college protester. So, yeah, and but yeah, also some really good people defended him, like Netanyahu. That's someone you really want to have on your side. Netanyahu's like, no, I know Elon. So yeah, anyways. That happened. Really saved Mark Zuckerberg, if you think about it, because otherwise we would have focused a lot more on that picture. He got really lucky with that. All right, let's see. I only have 7 hours left. What? Is there anything I haven't talked about yet tonight that you'd like for me to talk about? Anything you guys want? What's that? Math? More math? Yeah, I can do that. Come on. I wait for people to ask that question. I can do some math. Should I go into the math now, or is there anything else you want to do before I walk people?
Get dirty with math.
What's that?
Get dirty with math.
Get dirty with math? Yeah? Get dirty with math. And statistics. So you guys are a nerd crowd who didn't act like nerds earlier. Such a nerd crowd that, okay, I can with that. So, math jokes, get dirty with math jokes. Get dirty with them. I mean, I'm just obsessed with mathematics. I actually once dated a girl because her birthday was March 14th. Pi Day? You guys know? That's like a math man's fetish. Yeah. When I saw that birthday, I didn't give a shit that she was a communist. I went from parallel to perpendicular. You know what I mean? I went from 0 to 90 real quick. And then I found out she didn't even like math. She loved pot as much as I love math, which worked out because my birthday's 420. So it all came back around full circle. Get it? Circle? Because circumference equals pi times the d I gave her. That's for you, my friend. That's for you. Okay? That's a dirty math joke. Dirty. Thank you so much. I love you, Oxnard. You guys are. Kash Patel was not included on the shooter's hit list. Yeah. So the shooter, the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter wrote a manifesto. It's a great read. He doesn't miss. And in it, he lists his rules of engagement and says everybody in the administration is a target, parentheses, except Mr. Patel. Now he says Mr. Patel, so he could be talking about a coworker, like a fellow teacher or something. Mr. Patel, he teaches chemistry. We all know Mr. Patel. But I'm pretty sure he was talking about Cash Money. He said, except Mr. Patel. That's gotta fucking hurt, dude. You're not even on the assassin's hit list. That's gotta hurt more than a bullet. He didn't make the cut, and he's such a pick-me, too, so you know that shit fucking stings. Cuts deep, dude. Let's be honest, if you work for the government, okay, if you work for a corrupt government and no one wants to kill you, you're not working hard enough. Be better at being evil, you know what I mean? Fucking drinking on the job. And yeah, so he said excluding Mr. Patel, and then he said prioritizing highest ranking to lowest ranking. So Cash is not even on the fucking ranks. He's prioritizing high ranks, so even Cash's spy girlfriend ranks higher than him on the fucking list. Yeah, dude. That's yeah. And they were speculating. They're like, why did he not want to kill Cash? Some speculated it's because Cash is Hindu, and the shooter was anti-Christian, which is a lie. The shooter calls himself a Christian in the manifesto, and like also it's like what like if you kill a Hindu, they just reincarnate. So like what the fuck, like everybody knows that. You know? I don't think the shooting was religiously motivated, okay? But like if you look at who's in the government, we do know there were no Muslim targets. Praise be to Allah. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Why was Cash not a target? Maybe it's because he knows Cash is drunk, not going to feel the pain as much, you know? Also, Cash is such an easy target. You can see him seeing you from a mile away. He literally has two bull's eyes. Excluding Mr. Patel. Or maybe just Cash wrote that shit himself. Maybe he fabricated the whole thing. It's all a fucking psyop. And they're like, all right, Cash, you write the manifesto. He's like, okay, got it. I'm gonna exclude myself as a target so people think I'm doing a good job. Please, call me Mr. Patel. I'm gonna be honest though, I thought the whole thing was staged until I read that part of the manifesto. That made me question it. Because that actually is a very competent shooter thing to say. You know? Because of course he would want to leave Cash Patel alive. Because if Cash Patel stays alive, he will be the one investigating the shooting. That's the best fucking outcome any shooter could ever want. They'll be in Valhalla by Tuesday. The White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter, yeah. You know, yeah. There was a photo, on the internet there was a photo of the White House Correspondents' Dinner shooter wearing an IDF sweatshirt, okay? I believe that it's AI, okay? It looks like it's AI, but some people say it's real, and that it was taken from his profile before they took it down. But, you know, here's the thing. I mean, to me, the photo looked AI, okay? And it's like, you don't need to make an AI photo for me to have already questioned if Israel was involved. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't need to do that, you know? And I said this to my friend. He's like, you know, Israel doesn't have to be connected to everything. And I'm like, well, first of all, not necessarily. Secondly, like, don't say that to a Palestinian. You know what I mean? Like if there's one thing I get to do my entire life, it's accuse Israel of being involved in everything. That's kind of my form of birthright. You know what I mean? You get the free summer trips, I get conspiracy theories. You know, it's not even a great deal. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, if the government indeed staged this shooting, okay, which a lot of people do believe, because like, why the fuck would you not with all this weird shit going on? If the government did stage the shooting, then yes, of course Israel's involved, because Israel and the United States government are the same fucking thing. They're intertwined on all of the intelligence operations, so of course they would fucking know, okay? Now, if it just happened to be this lone wolf teacher from Torrance, okay, then no, I don't think Israel was directly involved, okay? But let's be fair here. Let's also be fair here, because I don't know if you know this, they didn't book any comedians at the White House Correspondents' Dinner because they were afraid that we would say the P word, right? I'm not talking about pussy, okay? And so instead, what do? They booked a mentalist, okay? A mentalist is basically a comedian who doesn't tell jokes, okay? A mentalist is somebody who controls your mind but entertains you while you're doing it. So they're a good fit for the US government. So they booked this mentalist, okay, and the mentalist was up there mentaling, okay, doing mental tricks, and you know, he was in the groove. He had everybody going, oh wow, you know, showing cards, and everybody was like amused and stimulated, and that's when the shooting happened. So as far as we know, this could have all been part of the mentalist's trick that never officially ended. So yeah. This could all just be the mentalist's act, you know? So, I was curious. I was like, where is this mentalist from? You can Google it yourselves, guys. It's an Israeli mentalist, guys. It's an Israeli mentalist. Because who the fuck else is going to do the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2026? Fucking the only entertainer who's down with Israel first, you know. So yes, they hired an Israeli mentalist, and literally while he was on stage doing his thing, that's when the shooting happened. Okay, and you could be like, oh, that's you fucked up to just say that, you know, he could go that far to make a shooting happen. Well, he didn't stop it. But I will be fair here. I will be fair here, all right? And you'll never, you know, this is kind of a rare thing that you'll hear from a Palestinian, okay? But I am an entertainer, so I respect the craft when I see it. And I will say, okay, he was doing a good job, okay? He was up there. He was making people go, ah, ooh, ah. You know, he was doing his job as a mentalist. I've seen his work. He's actually pretty good at it. And so I give credit where credit's due. You know, you'll rarely hear this anywhere else, but I am very fair about things. And I will say, I was impressed that as an Israeli mentalist, he didn't bomb. Okay? Because if he was going to, he would have dropped little leaflets first. He would have just been like, here, we're a bomb right here, we're a bomb right here. I always like to have a portion of my show where I ask the crowd, is there anything I haven't talked about yet tonight you'd like for me to talk about? Mike Lee? Yeah. Who's Mike Lee? Fuck Mike Lee. That's what you said, right? Fuck Mike Lee, right? Fuck Mike Lee. Fuck Mike Lee. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a real comedian. I'm not afraid to say fuck Mike Lee. Because I don't know who that is. And fuck him for not being in my register. Him, her. Him, Mike, fuck Mike Lee. Yeah. Is he,
Big beautiful bill.
Is he Congress? What is he? Yes. He's a senator. And he's a piece of fucking shit. And I'll say it again. Fuck Mike Lee. He's fuck my yeah. Yes. This is a political rally. Are you his opponent? He's selling out public lands, guys. And let's talk about climate change. And he did bring them? He's trying to bring him.
Kevin O'Leary.
Kevin who?
Kevin O'Leary. Mr.
Kevin
Wonderful.
O'Leary's trying to bring him too?
Yeah.
Fuck Kevin O'Leary, man. Fuck Kevin O'Leary. Fuck Mike Lee. Fuck Kevin O'Leary. Fuck Mike Lee. Fuck Kevin. This might be my last show in Utah, guys. I think I'm going to go through the whole list of your politicians. Fuck Governor Cox. Governor, suck my cocks. That's right. That's right. I said it. I fucking said it. Lee O'Leary Cox. Fuck all these motherfuckers, dude. Who? Yeah, of course, that too. You know, people always say, why don't you say fuck Israel more? I don't have to because there's no bigger fuck you to Israel than saying free Palestine. Melania is an escort or was? There's an accusation that she was, right? And you saw that in the Lego video too, right? We watched the same Lego videos, it seems. Well, yeah, I mean, there was allegations that she was in fact trafficked to Trump. I think by Epstein or by one of his associates. Some say that she was an escort, which, like I said, hey, I respect the hustle. Of course, Melania was an escort. Like, how else would they have met? Think about it logically.
Tell your accounting joke about Epstein.
My which one? My accounting joke? That's. I'm so flattered that that it's like a concert. It was like, yeah, fucking do Freebird, dude, do fucking Freebird. And I am flattered, but that joke is like 10 minutes long. But go look it up. Oh, the dolphins? Yeah, Gerald's the dolphin. So I don't know if you guys heard, basically they're training dolphins in the Florida area to do military operations. I believe specifically to sniff for mines. So I believe that it's more on the defensive, but who knows? I mean, dolphins dolphins can be used as weapons, They can train them to sniff for mines and then basically molest surfers. So that's a scary weapon of war. It's like we're about to fucking release the dolphins. You don't want to be in these waters at the wrong time. You might have to start a job you won't be able to finish. China has jellyfish drones? Like, are they drones or are they jellyfish? They're drones that look like jellyfish. Okay. These are actually jellyfish, but they act like drones? That's fucking weird. Do they have chips in their brains? Are they hybrid? Are they like hybrid AI? That would be scary. She's just like, they're jellyfish, but they do the work. Crazy. Anybody else have some aqua? Is that you? Yeah. Fuck yeah. I have hope for you. Are you good at making coffee? I'm kidding. That's a classic joke. I mean, says the math major, right? What are you doing with it right now?
I want to do education, so I'm a dual major.
Okay, so you're still in college?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was at
Stay there.
UVU with
You were where?
I was at UVU with Kurt Shot.
No shit.
Yeah.
What time? What time? What time was your class? Huh? Oh, you were there for. Oh, you were there for the. So you were like there. Oh, you were there.
Yeah.
You saw it? You saw it?
Yeah.
You saw the shrapnel? Did it look like that? Did it look? You wear glasses, yeah. She's like, I left them at home. The alien said so. That's who fucking did it. The alien just beamed him up right in front of us. Left the decoy. The bullet doesn't match, yeah. I mean, they said it was a 30-06 round, which, like, if you watch videos, that's what they said, right? They initially said it was a 30-06 round, but, like, if you see videos of 30-06 blowing through fucking concrete.
Yeah. Tell us about love.
Good transition. Yeah. You're right. We were talking about the forensics of the Charlie Kirk scene. And you're like, but what about love? You're right. You're right. We need to think about love a little more. And you said, tell us about it, as if I'm some kind of fucking expert. Dude, if I tell you about love, we're all fucked, dude. Do you understand? It's not the best to seek advice from. However, I will say, best kind of love is self-love. Best kind of love is self-love. If you can love yourself, you can love anybody. If you can love yourself, you can be loved by anybody. But you have to love yourself first, and that shit's hard. It's just hard, you know? It took me like 30 years to love myself. Imagine I was 30 years, I was just living with no self-love. Feels good though. And this is where it gets a little dark. But self-love is very important, and it took me a long time to find it. And I talked to a lot of people, it took them long to find it. And the common thread is, to find self-love, you gotta break up with a lot of people. So you gotta create some space in your life. And some of you might already be good. You might already have the self-love, but you know, you gotta love yourself. You gotta find the right toys too, yeah? Utah after hours, I see. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Mormon City. Fucking, yep, that's right. So let's reiterate, let's recap. You want love in your life, you gotta find self-love, and you gotta get the right toys. Okay? Any other questions? What is my favorite toy? Fair question. Well, I like Legos. To be honest, I see those videos, I get excited. Candace Owens. Erica called her the most vile person, or who called her? Time magazine called Candace Owens the most vile person. That's crazy. Like, what's their beef with her? That's wow. That's who the fuck runs Time magazine? Well, anyways, but yeah, no, I disagree with that. I like Candace Owens. I mean, she can be a bit out there at times, but I think in a lot of ways she's doing a lot of great work. A lot of great work. Literally, like after Charlie Kirk thing, like the only people who were like posting investigative journalism about what happened was me and her for like a couple weeks. Except she was actually his friend. I'm just doing it for the grift. But anyways, what else? What's that? CD1? What is it, a state law or district? District 1, is that in Salt Lake? And who got it? Christian? She said something Muhammad. I was like, Christian? Good Christian? Is it Mormon? I'm guessing for Congress? For Congress? First Muslim Congress member, probably. First? Somalian kid. He upset, you said? Ben McAdams? I don't know these people. But fuck Mike Lee. I was about to say it. I was like, I know Mike Lee, I know O'Leary, I know Cox, and fuck all of them. Sure. Are they buddies? No shit. 20 years? No, like for real best friends? Like BFF? Oh, don't let Trump find out about that. I also learned recently that him and Netanyahu and Javier Milei are cousins. Did you know that? Yeah, fucking small world. That's crazy. Mitt Romney and Netanyahu are buddies. Like, what do they even fucking talk about?
Yeah.
Colonialism? Yes.
I've traveled all the way from London to hear you tell the joke about accounting and everything.
Oh shit! This is now it's getting scary. Well, first of all, I'm quite flattered that you came all the way from London. First of all, I remember you asking that earlier. I don't remember the accent earlier when you asked. So you might be fucking with me right now. But I will say, I mean, you know, it is quite honorable that you came all the way from London. And you're like, I have to see him in the biggest city in America. Salt Lake City. You really came from London? Yeah, and are you visiting for a little bit? Well, they live here. Okay, so, but you're not here to see them, right? You're here to see me. You just said, you came to see me do my accounting Epstein joke. You just want to hear it? Why not? Because it's 10 minutes long, and
Why not? Why not? I'm from Utah. Who gives a shit?
Okay, so guys, obviously, I understand that as see, I thought you were weird. He's weirder. Okay, he's got fucking 10 minutes. Here, hey, here's something better. Fuck Mike Lee. Fuck Mike Lee. And now he's like, all right, I'll take that. Okay, listen. Okay, that was weird. All right, a lot of weirdness going on here. Now, obviously, if I wanted to please the crowd, I would do the 10-minute accounting bit, okay? However, it's 11:11. I don't feel like doing accounting right now. I don't feel like doing the bit. It's 10 minutes long. I haven't done it in a long time. It's already posted on the internet for the world to see. It's a great bit. I want to do it justice by leaving it on there. But I know if I do it, I'll make you guys happy. But I'm not going to. Because I love myself. I love myself, and fuck Mike Lee. Thank you so much, Salt Lake City. I love you guys. Thank you.
Reasons why I think Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. Okay. Let's be honest. I could give you a lot more, but I think 5 is very modest. And okay, so first of all, he's rich. Rich people like to live longer. Secondly, he's powerful. Powerful people have a body that looks just like them, ready to be swapped if they need to fake their own death. Hashtag Jim Carrey. Reason number three, everything around his death was very sus. Okay? First of all, they removed a bunch of inmates a couple days before he killed himself. Okay? One of them specifically was an inmate who he had been talking to who said, Jeffrey Epstein, I'm watching you. I'm going to make sure you don't kill yourself because I'm worried about you. I don't know who fucking says that, but he said that. Then they removed the guy a couple days later, right? They also hired new staff, and that new staff that particular night told the prison guards not to do the routine checks that night. Okay? The cameras happened to go off the exact 10 minutes that he did it. Coincidence. They also tried to hide that. Coincidence. The security guards fell asleep at that exact time. Coincidence. Okay? Then Jeffrey Epstein hung himself with his bed sheets. This is a billionaire who's never made his bed a day in his life. Suddenly knows how to fold bed sheets in the exact same way to fit around your neck. Okay? There are photos, or there were photos, of the body they found in his cell. If you look at the nose, it's not the same as Jeffrey Epstein's nose, okay? If you knows, you knows, okay? It looks like a different person, okay? Hashtag Jim Carrey. And then here's something that a lot of people don't know. Right after Jeffrey Epstein was unalived, okay, the prison staff constructed a coffin using boxes from the prison. They constructed a coffin to put it in a vehicle so that they could send that vehicle to the hospital with no body inside so that the media would follow that vehicle. Meanwhile, they sent the real body off in a mysterious black car to God knows where. Okay? Yeah, which is not a fucking normal thing you do when somebody dies. I don't know if you know. You're not like, hey, can we Uber black the body? And we have no idea where in Israel they sent it to, but they sent it somewhere. And then they sent these empty boxes to the fucking hospital, so they meet it. So that's fucking weird, okay? You don't do these things under normal circumstances, okay? Not to mention, when all the files came out, they tried to redact a bunch of this shit. Like, why'd you need to hide the fact that the security guard fell asleep that fucking day? Like, just tell us what happened if it happened, but it seems like it didn't happen, you know? Okay, so that's reason number 3. Reason number 4, Fortnite.
Yeah!
Fortnite, yeah, good old classic killing game, okay? Jeffrey Epstein loved playing Fortnite. I mean, really, a lot of Jeffrey Epstein's personality can be explained with the fact that he got kicked off of Xbox Live. All right, if you know people who played Xbox Live, back in the day and engaged in typical Xbox Live, like yelling racial slurs at each other, they're still on, but Jeffrey Epstein was kicked off, which tells you everything you need to know about this fucking guy. So apparently he loved Fortnite because he couldn't get kicked off of that. And he played Fortnite so much that in the Epstein files, you can see his Fortnite email and login, okay? And somebody noticed that somebody logged into his Fortnite account in December of 2019. Jeffrey Epstein was unalive in August 2019. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how time works, but December comes after August. I know you're like, it's Hawaii, we don't have seasons. Fine. It still comes later. So somebody logged in to Jeffrey Epstein's Fortnite account 4 months after he died, okay? And the login came from a city, I think it was Tel Aviv. I'm not sure if, what part of the United States that's in, but yeah. So yeah. So the login was in Tel Aviv in December 2019, which can only mean one of two things. It can either mean that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive and playing Fortnite in Tel Aviv, or somebody hacked into his account in Tel Aviv, which either makes you fucking afraid of people in Tel Aviv, because they're either sending their spies to corrupt our government or they're hacking into your Fortnite account. I don't think either of those are good. Now, there were videos about this that went viral so much that Fortnite had to come out and make a statement. Yeah, which makes it even more fucking suspicious. It's like you've never said a damn thing about anything else, and now you're getting into politics, okay? And they make a statement, they're like, actually, that's not Jeffrey Epstein who logged in, it's now somebody else's account. It's like, the fuck it is. You don't just take a dead man's fucking Fortnite account. Nobody's like, I want to be, what email? Can my screen name be J Epstein 67? Nobody fucking does that. Nobody fucking does that. So that just makes it even more suspicious. And so all we know is that somebody was for sure logging into Jeffrey Epstein's account in Israel, his Fortnite account in Israel at the end of 2019. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Fortnite, but it's a game where you basically shoot people and like demolish buildings. So I don't even know why you'd need to play that in Israel when you could just do that in real life. But we don't have all the information on this yet anyways. It'll probably come out in 2 weeks, a fortnight. But that's reason number 4. We're still on reason number 4, okay? Reason number 5. 5th reason why Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Because he didn't have the personality of someone suicidal. You know what I mean? You know how, like, nowadays when you make a post, like, criticizing Israel, you have to say, like, I'm not suicidal, I'm very happy. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even need to do that. You could just see in his behavior. This is a man who had no remorse for any of the evil shit he was doing. Right? Like, if you see the Epstein files, he did, like, one horrible thing after the next. You're like, oh my God, he did that? And you're like, oh my God, he did that? And at no point he was ever like, maybe I went too far. Never. Never. He was just the same personality the whole fucking time. This guy had no guilt. He had no shame. This guy was possibly Satan himself. I mean, Steve Bannon said it, so that's how you know it's really bad. If Steve Bannon says you might be the devil yourself, you really need to get checked, or you don't, because you're Jeffrey Epstein, you don't give a fuck, you know? And so this is a guy who showed no remorse, and people who commit suicide are people who are like afraid of the future or feeling repentance for what they did. And this was not a guy who exhibited any of those personality traits. In fact, like he was a very confident man, and not like those are not the people we need to be confident. You know what I mean? Like if only we could take all of Jeffrey Epstein's confidence and just like share it amongst the world, like we would all be fucking heroes. But it all got trapped in fucking Satan's body for some reason. Jeffrey Epstein was so confident. Everything you need to know about Jeffrey Epstein can be summed up in this one little fact that a lot of people don't know. And this is why I think he didn't kill himself. Okay? Jeffrey Epstein went gray very early in his life, but he never used hair coloring product, not even once. That's a level of confidence that most men do not understand and will never reach at any point in their life. He did not. He never reached for the Just for Men's once in his life. He went gray like in his late teens. And this is what they say if you read the books. But yeah, he never used hair coloring product, not once. And I mean, this is a level of confidence. And like, I hate to say it, but he's also hanging out with a lot of young people, still doesn't give a fuck, leaving his hair fucking gray. Like, that shows you how disgustingly confident this man was. Never, ever colored his hair once. So you could say, and this is why I'm saying, he never died. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. You're doing good. You're doing good. All right. I'm going to do one more part on the Epstein files. Don't worry, it's just the worst part. Because, listen, you know, I've always said it, as a comedian, I want to talk about everything. I don't want to, you know, shy away from it. If anything, that's the only thing I really have going for me. You know, I got this math degree, whatever. You know, I got all these amazing fans who support these, you know, the same things that I support, and I love that, and I feel I feel so grateful for it. But there's a lot of great comedians out there. I really think that the only thing that makes me different, aside from math, which is not going to really take me that far, is that I am not afraid to go to the darkest of dark topics and at least try to go there. And so, but even with that, this one's fucking tough, dude. Because if you dig into the Epstein files, and I'm only on page 2, okay? I'm just trying to make it to 6, 7. But like right now, it is already so dark, and there's just some things I'm like, I don't even know if I can fucking talk about that. But so one thing. Jeffrey Epstein says whoops a lot. If you search whoops, that comes up like hundreds of times. Because he said it when people were mysteriously killed. He'd be like, whoops. Yeah, which is, again, just shows you how fucking psychotic this guy is. Yeah, they'd be like, so-and-so was found dead. He'd be like, whoopsie, you know. They should make a song or like a remix, like, whoops, there it is, like the Jeffrey Epstein edition. But there's this site called Gmail where you can basically be inside of Jeffrey Epstein's Gmail box. It's really creepy, but you find out these horrible things. Pizza was mentioned in the Epstein files 911 times. 911, never forget. Pizza. And spoiler alert, I don't think they were talking about pizza, okay? Now, if you may be familiar with this conspiracy, you may not, but some people allege that pizza is a reference to children, okay? Which is a fucking horrible, horrible thing, and you've actually seen this in other emails with politicians before where they use pizza in very strange ways, like, hey, you want to come over for some pizza? Wink, wink, nod, nod. You're like, I don't think they like pizza that much. And so much so, I believe it was like almost 10 years ago, there was an incident called Pizzagate. Okay? Yes. Which, okay, so Pizzagate, just to explain, a bunch of emails came out. I think it was from like Anthony Weiner's laptop, which is very telling. And they mentioned pizza a bunch of times, and so people started putting this together and be like, this is very weird. And so there's this pizza place on the East Coast that had these suspicious posts on their Instagram. So this guy went down there and he shot the place up because he believed that it was the center of a child trafficking ring. Okay, and we called it Pizzagate because we're like, this guy's a fucking crazy guy. He just went up and shot up a random pizzeria. But I think we now owe that man an apology because he may have been onto something. Because first of all, the whole Pizzagate thing, first of all, if you do look back at their Instagram page, it had some weird fucking images of kids being tied to tables. A lot of very prominent people went there, referenced it in the emails, and when he went there, he shot it up. He didn't even kill a single person, so you can't condemn him for violence because he didn't kill a single person. Not even pizza was injured in this shooting. But one thing they did say, they said he totally damaged one of their hard drives in the back. Which, what? Yeah, how fucking convenient. The police then come to like, hey, is everything okay? They're like, yeah, we suffered a shooting. They're like, can we search? Like, yeah, you can search everything. But he did take out the hard drive, so you can't see what we have there. But everything else, go for it. So yeah, that's fucking weird. Okay, so now it resurfaces with the Epstein. Pizza's mentioned 911 times, and like again, like these are fucking billionaires. Do you think they're talking about pizza that much? Okay. However, there is not enough information for us to formally say that they for sure were using it as code for something. Okay. But then You search grape soda, and that comes up hundreds of times. You're like, okay, that's where I draw the fucking line. Grape soda? No fucking way. You are not talking about. These are fucking billionaires talking about, oh, you got the grape soda? I've never seen a billionaire down a can of Welch's, okay? It does not fucking happen. They do not drink fucking grape soda. It's just not. It's not. We know they were not drinking grape soda because number one, there was no black people on Epstein Island. Okay, let's be honest. Let's be honest. It is a cultural stereotype that happens to be true. If you see a white person drinking grape soda, that person's a pedophile. Arrest that person. Look for the purple lips. That's how you fucking know. Okay? You think that's racist? Trust me, Jeffrey Epstein was more racist, okay? And this is a horrible, horrible thing. I don't know if you know this, but Jeffrey Epstein said in his emails that he didn't want black women on the island. Yeah, well, atrociously racist, but also a saving grace for black women, right? So, yeah, you take the wins where you can, I guess, you know? So, happy Black History Month, I guess is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, you know? All right. But yes, okay, so secondly, like, nobody talks about grape soda like that. You know what I mean? Nobody's like, let's get some pizza and grape soda. Not even fucking 10-year-olds talk like that. You have these fucking adult billionaires, give me the grape soda, you know? And number three, it's like, if you're a rich person and you're an old rich person, you're not gonna, like, just drink wine at that point. What the fuck? You like, you drink, you know what I mean? Drink aged grape soda, you know what I mean? But apparently they liked it underage too. I don't know. Yes, I don't think it was grape soda. And number four, because he was a grapist. Let's fucking be honest. So yeah. So that's grape soda. There's pizza. I won't even get in. There's a whole thing about cream cheese. I'm not gonna fucking. They'll smear me for that. So I'm not gonna fucking do this. But this is the grossest one. Okay, jerky appears hundreds of times in the Epstein files. Jerky, and it's used in such strange ways that you can't fathom that they're talking about actual beef jerky, because they're saying things like, I'm going to bring that new shipment of jerky, huh? Yeah? And there was one email where he was like, yeah, Jeffrey, he's going to go back to eating a normal diet, so no more jerky for him for the next few months. Yeah, and this is already fucking weird, right? It's already weird. We also know there's allegations of human sacrifices on the island, suggesting that perhaps they were eating human meat, okay? And no, you guys are just all fucking conspiracy theorists. Fine. A lot of these emails were coming from his personal chef, Francis Derby, who owns a restaurant in New York City called Cannibal. What the fuck, dude? Yes. And he was on like the cooking channel, like showing his famous cannibal burger. Like, what's in it? He's like, don't worry about it. Yes. So like they've been saying it this whole fucking time to our faces, and we didn't fucking believe it. Okay. All right. Now, I know, we're in the Pacific Islands. I know there's a history of cannibalism on many islands in the Pacific, but like, it's respectful. You know what I mean? Like that. It's like consensual cannibalism, you know what I mean? Like, I support that, okay? But not this jerky shit, you know? So yeah. So like I said, like this is where I draw the line for myself, because like I said, I believe that I can talk about anything. I talk about genocide. I talk about people being killed the day they were fucking killed. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm saying I'm a horrible person. That's what I'm saying. I am aware that I'm a horrible person. But when you bring up human meat, it's tough. It's tough. It's just too hard for us to digest, and I'm not gonna go there. Okay. Okay. All right. Hope that was palatable, but yeah, it just shows you what an evil fucking man Jeffrey Epstein was, and that's why, I realize I have a few goals in life. I now have two goals in life. My two goals in life are to be, number one, to be a funny comedian that makes people go, ha-ha. And number two, I want to find Jeffrey Epstein wherever the fuck he is and rip off his dick. I want to be that guy. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find his little bunker in Tel Aviv. He's gonna be in the middle of a game of Fortnite. I'm gonna fucking kick the controller, grab his dumb egg-shaped dick. I read that in the files. Fucking rip it off. Take it to a dehydrator and then feed it to him as jerky. Be like, bet you like that. Want to wash it down with some grape soda? Just fucking yank that dick off. That'll be his final jerky. And that's how I'm going to run for president in 2036. We got some nurses in the house tonight. Nurses and comedians, we have a
lot in common. We're both healers. We both didn't have to go to med school, dude. But we have the opposite problem right now. Your rooms are packed, ours are empty. I keep getting calls from my nurse friends like, oh my God, it's just so full in here. I'm like, there's nobody here. We were turning people away. I'm like, you're bragging now. Please stop that. Wouldn't it be cool if just for 1 week, comedians and the nurses traded places? You could come out, chill in our empty rooms, decompress, order some fries, and then we can go to your rooms and work our magic, you know? Because yes, there's lots of treatments, there's lots of medicines out there, but you know what they say about laughter? Hey, number one, baby, number one. Asking patients, like, do you want remdesivir? Would you like a ventilator? Or would you like the best medicine? Like, what's the best medicine? I bust out like, what's up with bananas, guys? Bananas! I don't get the appeal, come on. Bet 6 knows what I'm talking about. Who else here can eat solid food, am I right? We need to work, we need to make an agreement. I love you. I love you. I love what you do. Life is crazy. Life always throws you all sorts of hooks, right? Life is unpredictable. You know what's crazy? The nurse who gave me my vaccine was the girl I lost my virginity to in high school. Yes. So she both took and gave me my V card. Isn't that crazy? What was that, was your? Yes, exactly. We both poked each other. We both poked each other. Wasn't the first time we poked, am I right? Thank you, we recorded that. Good job.